Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Well, paradise is a state of mind, and when it comes to trying to maintain doctors or dentists here in Hawaii, life's rough. It's not easy. I've been through 3 doctors so far and 2 dentists, and I've only lived here for 8 years. Okay. My dentist, he got sick, got cancer during COVID, and decided he was going to retire. He rolled me over to his cousin. Yes, family business here. And so I did pick up another dentist who does appear to be pretty darn good, but since Harvey didn't pass along all the records, I'm going to have to start all over again today when I go in there at 1 o'clock, and they have to do the x-rays and the whole 9 yards for his records. It's going to cost me plenty. I don't have dental insurance. I went through this years ago looking at the logistics, the math, and it didn't pay. Dental insurance would have cost me more than it has cost me out of pocket to take care of my mouth. So, I don't have any severe dental problems at all. All right, it says. Mostly when I end up in the dentist, it's for the usual cleaning, checkup, or on occasion, I break teeth. I have broken teeth, yes. I've broken them right out of my mouth several times. Usually it takes a very significant impact. So it's not that they're weak. They just have a tendency to hit my face hard on the pavement sometimes. Well, so that's what's new today for me. I'll be heading into the dentist. Well, lucky for me, there's no drilling, no fillings, no nothing like that. Just a bunch of x-rays and stuff. Just annoying. And of course, if it isn't one thing, it's another. I, replaced the television set after I snapped it, and everything is back to normal again. I even got the robot vacuum. They have replaced it, and the new one works properly. It doesn't turn itself on and run around in the middle of the night and stuff. Yeah, that seems to be sort of a solved situation here, too. So, it's good news. But now, in the meantime, I had an oxygen sensor apparently go down in the PT Cruiser, and so we replaced it, and things were fine, and now all of a sudden the check engine light's back on again. So my suspicion, it's either a defective sensor or they sold me the wrong one. There's 2. There's one in the back, one in the front. We'll see. I'll take care of that today as I go to talk to the dentist. I'll have him put an analyzer on my car and see if we can figure out why the light came back on. I see VW has said that they are coming out with a new compact sedan EV under $22,000. Yow! Well, I've been waiting around for a truck, but I don't know, at that price, I may buy myself a Volkswagen when this comes around. We'll see. I used to be a Volkswagen connoisseur. Yes, back in the bug days. Yeah, bugs. I was totally into bugs. I don't even know if I can count how many of them I actually had. I had a lot. I was a VW guy for a while. Yeah, so... Well, this morning, honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I think that Harris did a pretty good job picking a VP. That was my opinion of it. Now, I'm sure, that comment right there should stir up all kinds of animosity and stuff out there. But, whatever. You think, get real. I knew nothing about the guy. I lived in the next state for 15 years, Wisconsin, right? But I never heard of Tim Walz off the top of my head as over the other border. Although, I guess living next door to Minnesota, I never thought too much about Minnesota being strange. No, it's just Minnesota. Yeah, but well, I think she did pretty good. It's my opinion. Looking at the guy's bio, which is all I got to go on. Born to a Minnesota farm family, raised up on a farm. Minnesota National Guard, many years in that, apparently. That's, public service situation there. Social responsibility. Social studies teacher in high school. You have to have an education to do that. I was a football coach. A certain amount of, leadership and care and compassion for younger men. I guess it was 12 years in Congress for Minnesota, now in 2 terms as governor. So, I've heard comments already about, what a radical, should go with a radical. Yeah, the 2-term governor of Minnesota. This is a radical situation. Sure it is. Sure, radical. Yeah. Now, he looks to me, honestly, like to kind of be, sort of the American success story in a way. I'll say that he's gotten far more civic responsibility than I ever will. Yeah, glad he's there. That's any stories they make up about the guy, you look at the history, you go, oh, seems like he must have been a pretty responsible character. Oh boy, I see somebody come bouncing up here. Here comes my kitty cat. She says, yeah, you gonna vote for me? Yeah, hey, Grace, come here. Let's show you. Now, if you're going to elect a president, if you were not going to vote for Kamala Harris, Gracie. Right, Gracie? Yeah, you're my good girl. She's the best person, or best cat we have running for president in the United States of America for the next election. There are no better cats for this job. In fact, I think she's probably the only one running. Now, it's got right in, but there's free fish for everybody. Yeah. And, Gracie, she was a feral cat. She knows what it's like to be wild out there, right? Yeah, she knows how good it is for cats to have a home, right? Right? Yeah. That's a good pick. Good pick, I would. Anyway, so... Well, all that aside, my opinions are my opinions and things, but I was just looking at the thing and I was saying, yeah, it looks like a pretty upstanding human being. I like the idea. And coming from the Midwest myself, some of the comments I heard from him in Pennsylvania, like, the Republicans are just plain weird. Yeah. Oh, and about, wanting to take away people's rights and so on and so forth. His comment was, in Minnesota, we don't agree on everything, but, we mind our own business. I liked it. Yeah, it was so Midwestern. So I guess, I could relate to the guy. Yep. Yeah, I like the word. It was good. Anyway, so, my brother, I never know about him, and so I took a chance and I just, made a few comments, listed off the bio, and said, I think it looks pretty good. I don't know what you're planning to do this year, but when I got done typing this email to my brother, so a few paragraphs, I decided, looking at it, I said, well, with a little deletion and some changes here, I can, I'll send this to my son, too, without having to rewrite the whole thing. And, I went and did a click on it to copy, and, well, what's the first thing that pops up in the when I clicked it? It's Google telling me, I can rewrite the whole thing for you. I don't know what they're calling this program, because I am actually... mad at it. Yes, I have an attitude about this AI English rewrite thing. Whew. Yeah, I've noticed it numerous times. It's popped up a whole lot of times. Pretty much any time I try to copy and paste something, I get this prompt that says, I can rewrite all of this for you and make it perfect, It's bad enough that I use a Google spell check, and I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I was taught when you have the word but, which is a conjunction, you don't require a comma. Well, Google thinks you do. And so I ended up sticking commas in places where I never would use them because of their punctuation check. They may be right. I don't know whether they are or not. I've been out of school for so long. But when I was in high school, one of the few classes that I was an A student in, routinely, English. Yeah, I liked English. I find it I find it easy, so I like it. In college, 4.0 in English. I've been a great English student most of my life, and I resent the fact that Google wants to rewrite everything I put down in my emails. My opinion of it, it's good. I learned my lessons well. I don't need any AI fiddling with my stuff, and the last thing I want is somebody else reading everything for me. It's like, it's bad enough with the spell check. You know that every word you write, it's somewhere, some computer is reading it all. It has to do spell check, to do punctuation, Now they want to take over and they want to do all the writing for me. Well, my brain is well programmed in the language. Yes, I don't really need too much help in it. When I do, I know where to go. Yes, and it isn't Google's AI. I'm familiar with other people. Mostly they are younger than me. I don't know what their English background education was, but who are overjoyed with this whole thing. I have guys who are writing novels because they got the AI to help them, now. And well, however you feel about it, that's up to you, But I didn't go to all that work in school to get good grades in English, to have some AI take over and take it all away from me, because I question punctuation and sometimes spelling these days ever since I allowed automated spell checks and punctuation checks to take charge of my writing. Yeah. And in fact, I know how to spell certain things that spell check doesn't, especially when I enter Latin, because I use Latin quite a bit. Spell check doesn't know anything about horticultural Latin. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I have to tell the spell check, hey, you're dumb. And the last thing I want is for having that same dumb spell check rewriting everything I put down. Not gonna happen. Yeah, there will be resistance into the coming world that I will put up, and it won't matter any. I'm not long here, So my contributions and comments and all this are almost irrelevant at this point. Yeah, they're almost irrelevant, because I do see the people who are a bit younger than me who are just really just taken to this like fish in water, going, oh man, the AI's going to rewrite my stuff for me. And now they're happy and I'm offended. Now, obviously, taking offense to artificial intelligence is a pretty dumb thing to do. Nevertheless, I worked hard for what I got. I'll keep it, because, I'm very good at orienteering. I do not use GPS. No. I still use maps. Yeah. If I go in looking for any kind of directions to a place, what do? I put up a map and I look at it. I close it. I go. I put the map in my head. Oh, it's sad. All of this stuff. These are things that the human mind was really good at. Well, so far the AI hasn't come up and said, hey, can I take over patterns for you? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't like the idea. Our brains are they're really good. And I don't think I know a way to where we could just find ourselves augmented. It'd be nice if where I stopped, it started. And that's kind of the way I use it today. I get stuff in a foreign language. I don't understand what they said, so I use Translate. Yeah, so I go get it, though. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I have to go fetch it, like in the old days when I'd walk across the room and grab my dictionary because I couldn't remember how to spell discussion or something. Yeah, Gracie's down here. She's really enjoying my morning, huh? Yeah, she's such a good cat. She don't need any artificial intelligence, right, Gracie? She's pretty smart on her own. Hey, Gracie. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. It's my good girl. You say hello to everybody this morning, huh? Yeah. Oh, you can mess my lens all up. That's my good girl.